I love Scarface, but when I heard you on that Scarface track,
street lights are glowing, every day's another struggle. I'm moving slowly in silence.
I still was waiting like J-Dawg for to eat this hoe.
These tattoo tears cover my face. My mama got mad at first, but she knows she made.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
New wave, same order.
Same water.
Yeah. What made you come up with that slogan? What does that even?
It's the blend.
Okay.
It's a separation these days with old and young, and you don't even get one without the other.
Okay.
You know, so it's just a blend. It's like, even though they got a new way of doing things, it's the same water they do, you know, same blend, you know.
You know, I love one thing about you Houston niggas, man. I can't lie, y'all. I can't say, I be on these Dallas dudes a lot of time. I just was talking to somebody about this. Like, I be trying to figure out, like, who's next, who you helping, who you getting on the feature with, the young people coming up. You know, it seemed like y'all figure it out up there for real. Like y'all seem like y'all were. It may not even be that way, but it seems like.
Yeah,
like when I talk to Young Easy.
It was another time we had did this thing, and they were like, J-Dawg's finna perform. So I remember going over there, and DJ Pat, it was his show, you know what I'm saying? So we went out there, and I remember feeling like I was so tired of DJs trying to play and like cut my time and having to go up there, get my money back and do stuff like that. When I went with DJ Pat, he was like, nah, bro, you gonna get your whole time with me. So me being nervous, like, man, I'm gonna end up cutting my time. I'm gonna go make sure I do my whole set. J-Dawg wasn't even in the building. So boom, J-Dawg comes in there. I say, man, what would it take for me to be able to perform in front of J-Dawg? They say $150. I said, all right, cool. Boom, paid that. Spit my flow, the one I shot at J-Dawg in. The next thing you know, we doing Menace to Society. That's like a song that's over 600,000-700,000 views on YouTube with me and J-Dawg.
Extensions, I'm thugging. If they kill me, tell my real niggas kill the fucking Menace, real Debo, nigga. Fuck about, I want your.
And working with him is just like, it's on a whole nother level, man. I feel like he's one of Houston's best.
They uplift you something terrible. Like the other people coming behind you, you guys don't hesitate to be an imprint, whether they paying or whatever, or they got to hustle or whatever, y'all always be there for them, and I commend you guys for that.
Yeah, I think I got that from the projects.
Really?
Yeah, I think if we don't got nothing down packed, we got the we thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's always been we. You know, it's never been me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even believe that you could judge a parent the right way without looking at the kids. So I definitely don't believe that you can judge the little homies the right way without looking at the, you know, the
OGs, yeah.
And a lot of the OGs not doing their job. And, you know, it ain't me to point them out, up to me to point them out, but you can see it in their faces. And, you know, now the ones that's up, a lot of them say, man, I don't got no OG.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
I heard that too.
And they get offended when you speak up on, and that's just unheard of in my era. But I can see where it comes from.
But I want to know, because the blueprint of what y'all have down there, because everybody always say it, just like what he was saying, the togetherness down there in Houston, but I want to see that spread amongst everybody, because when we talk about Dallas, I've heard the youngsters say, I don't know these OGs. They stay in their lane, we stay in our lane, but why can't everybody come together?
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
It's tough.
It's the same way in Houston, though.
Oh,
yeah,
it is the same way? It don't look that way, though.
Oh, it's so much like that.
It's the same way, and I think everybody else look at everybody else's and they like,
it looks
and
better.
Buy it, but it be the same.
They say the same thing about Atlanta. They say Atlanta is so together.
And then we talk to the Riz and all them, and talk to all the people down there.
That is still separation.
Say the same thing.
So much competition with each other, man. I don't understand it.
Wow. First time seeing yourself on BET. How was that?
It was interesting, man. Man, I can't even lie. I don't even remember too much. What was the first time? 106 in Park?
Yeah. I think it was
that
No
was
Ceiling?
the first time we was on BET 106, I think.
Yeah. Like what?
Oh no, the basement.
It was Tigger.
In the basement. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think when you seen yourself?
I should have did more.
You felt like you could have did something, brought it harder?
Not harder, more.
More.
Yeah, because you know.
Which song was it? Because I don't want to have it wrong.
They just dropped the beat in the basement.
Oh, you talking about just you being in there? Oh, you was in there. You only like that.
Yeah,
that was the first time.
Yeah, the first time.
You didn't feel like you killed him because you J-Dawg, man.
I didn't.
Who was in there with you?
Me, Slim, Kylie.
I think I remember that now.
Kylie, PJ, Chris Ward. I think that's it.
Are you a person that's always hard on yourself?
Yeah.
So you gonna always think that no matter what, then?
Right. I'm real hard on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when you went back and watched it, what was your? You said I could have been hard.
Go back and
you didn't watch it?
I'm so petty. I was like, fuck this.
I ain't watching it.
I ain't watching.
You just knew you could have done better.
I just knew if I would have been 100% me when I went into that room, it would have been, you know what I mean?
Epic.
You know.
Did you? Was it just cause I ain't gonna lie? When I hear you on the track, I expect you to bring the heart out of everybody. I don't care, and it's sad because I love Scarface, but when I heard you on that Scarface track,
Street lights are glowing, every day's another struggle. I'm moving slowly in silence.
I still was waiting like J-Dawg finna eat this hoe.
Yeah, these tattoo tears cover my face. My mama got mad at first, but she knows she made.
Like that's the way we be feeling for you, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm being real.
I'm over appreciative because you know faces like.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, even that's why I said his name because it would be you wouldn't think that a nigga would be anticipating the way because I think you came last on that verse.
Yeah, third.
What you know about the late nights? No lights and no food, no diapers for the babies. The whole house smell like boom boom. Think of what.
And when you came, a nigga waiting on it. It made it like we got to hear what J-Dawg gonna say, and you didn't let us down either. You know what I'm talking about? How was that? You got to break that down for me. I didn't just say that just for us
I didn't even hear a face on it before I got on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just heard Slim kill it.
Born and raised on the North Blocks, home of the hard knocks. Wanna get rich, find a spot to pump that hoe.
But he told me face was gonna be on it, so that was enough for me.
You knew you had to bring it.
Well, you know, all I do is tell my story, so I ain't really lyrical.
I know that, but.
So, you know, I just...
You know when you just said, I didn't give it my best shot when I was in the basement. You know when you get on that track.
I was nervous in that basement.
I get it.
You know what I mean? I was nervous in that basement.
Because that's the first time you're doing something like that.
Like, man, I'm thinking about it. I watched this shit, man, and if I fumble, how embarrassing that would be. So I guess I wasn't, you know, I was a little nervous on the fumbling part.
Wow.
I did not want to fumble.
So you've been back on BT after that, right? Because you went to 106 award show and stuff like that. But you've never done anything like that again live on BT?
Nah, well, they don't have too much of nothing no more. You know, they don't have the shows. The basement gone, 106 gone. They need to bring all that back.
Because that was fun. I remember them days.
I think Tyler Perry would have brought some of that back.
I was hoping so. But then if he starts something new, it's almost like you'd want him to not bring that back, but do something totally different because you don't want to make it feel like he's trying to copy them.
It ain't too much you can do if you got any kind of competition against BET. I think it's gonna be hard to win against BET.
New BETs though.
Yeah, that's true. They say that about podcasts.
That's right.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.